Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 33 of Gracefall, Conspiracies and Capitalists. Hello, folks in chat. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to a world of darkness. It's a different game. Jay, 54 months, that's almost
4.5 years.
God, have we been doing this that long?
We've been doing it for 5 because it took us like 3-6 months to get
probably.
affiliate.
Yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you, everybody. What's happening in this conspiracy capitalist nightmarescape? You all came back to the planet. So, previously, you were exploring the uninhabited planet of Elsyer for the Greene Corporation. Most of you were kind of like, we don't really care about that part. The cool exploring part. You found a bunch of things like a lightning raccoon and hill snails and a miniature sun and a moth cult and an ice beaver and some sort of elemental that you gave sentience and a titan chained up in a prison. None of that's important right now.
It's great how we finally found a cult we didn't accidentally create.
Correct. They pre-existed.
Now I miss
y'all.
Princess Zap Zaps, Queen Zap Zaps.
Oh no!
You should have brought her up here. She would have just been like feeding on all the electricity. Gets giant. She turns into Godzilla. It's a whole thing.
Well, she becomes Queen Zap Zaps. She started as Princess Zap Zaps.
All that's not important because Issa's lawyers were killed. So y'all went back to the planet. You did a zombie heist. Yeah. You found some corpses. You animated them out of the morgue. You resurrected them.
I think me telling you that I was going to cast Animate Dead on those lawyers is probably one of my favorite moments on stream ever.
You were playing a level of chess I do not understand right now with this character, and I love it. Like, to be clear, every sentence is a stark surprise to me.
It was the polar opposite of the dink moment where we all expected something from you, but we had no clue where you were going.
This just went in a very good direction. It worked flawlessly.
This was what Claire was built to do.
It's true.
Unfortunately, she wasn't built to withstand explosion.
So, you all are at the Mage College. It's not just wizards here. I will say it is just a magic university. The wizards just look down on everybody else.
My favorite Pixar movie.
Cool.
Typical.
That would be cool.
They find a way to fuck it up, though.
Called the Spire, and so it's been a bit. So the plan that Claire put forward was basically temporarily wrest control of one of Hugo Greene's duplicates, make him say something he'll regret, benefit,
and tank his stocks.
And cause that I don't remember what the end of this short-term chaos is. Is it to like
y'all want to kill him? Is that not it?
Eventually.
Yeah. I mean, eventually,
or at least stop him from. He seemingly has infinite bodies right now.
It would massively mess with his sort of influence and power if we could just make him say something stupid, which, as we know, a rich person has never done of their own volition, because that's money is how good you are. That's the measure. That's what that measures. That's what the TV man told me.
Make him, I don't know, give a short form message about how insulin's free now or something.
could include something about giving free repairs for Greene Corporation employees as part of the company health plan.
Oh, we're gonna go the whole 9 yards.
Been
Free
trying to get
healthcare.
that for a couple years, actually.
7-hour work days, 4-hour work weeks, $15 minimum wage. You know,
With that extra, what's it called?
Recognizing the planetary union.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Universal income.
That one will take some. That one will take a lot of work, but I think we can figure it out.
That's going to be a hard sell.
It's gonna be just the implementation. It's gonna be very hard, but I do think it's worthwhile.
Something else I just remembered of note. You all, two things of note. You all are wanted for the mysterious causing of a train accident, probably, allegedly, with Issa being implicated as the ringleader. But not Claire, because technically she doesn't work for this company. So Clangley is currently in disguise as Professor Clankley Chime. It was established in a chat.
Something like that.
Something like that. But like kind of changed, swapped out parts and got spray painted and stuff like that.
He's looking like one of those like neon vested construction workers. Yes, sir. I got my bachelor's degree in engineering.
Changed your voice box.
Oh, hi.
And Issa's kind of roughed up enough that she's just trying to look like a
imagine
engineer.
at this point that the illusionists are just basically theater kids and have a costume department.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
So I probably
he
snagged enough.
He actually went to the art department to get a full new paint job, and because all his clothes are painted on.
Just snagged enough things that Issabel can pass as one of the many Dickensian orphans running around.
Oh, blimey. Yeah.
She could just retract the arm and tie off the shirt
if
she needed to.
You got a chimbly sweep. You're good. You're good to go.
Is that your new name, Chimbly Sweep?
Yes.
Perfect. Great. No, this is amazing.
Okay. So
It wasn't, but it is now.
all of that preamble being established. What's the
Very
plan
hard.
now?
Yes, I'm Professor Clankley, and it's very hard to feed my sweet adopted daughter, Chimbly, on this meager salary, on this mere
big
construction
hunger.
worker's house.
A growing girl I am.
Yes, you certainly are.
I lost my parents to the blight.
So sad, so sad.
Professor Clankley took me in.
Clangley, I imagine that Clangley, because Clangley and Issa kind of had a rapport before this whole adventure, they're kind of going a little too far on this. Just a little too far.
Just a bit.
Okay. Hi, we had plot to do, I think.
Do we? I thought this was the plot.
Don't we drive the plot with shenanigans?
we do. Last episode, Claire asked her mentor to try and help her locate the source of a spell using one of its components.
Right. Sorry, hold on. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Yes, he can attempt to help you. That Doctor Killjoy. Okay. Um. So. Elaborate what you specifically want him to find and like looking for.
Okay, so Claire is giving this piece of a hand bone, like one of the fingers, one of the two fingers that she grabbed from this like hand, that had been stored in a dorm, for no reason. Uh, and so she wants to use one of the fingers, in some like reverse detect magic weird necromancy bullshit. I know that's very
My
vague.
favorite school of magic, necromantic bullshit.
Necromantic bullshit. Claire is made of necromantic bullshit, so like, I feel like we could pull this off. But to try and kind of find other instances of the spell that she originally cast to essentially create what she is. And therefore either locate Hugo Greene or locate the original caster. Or locate one of Hugo Greene's bodies, or wherever the fuck he's keeping them, in his weird Full Metal Alchemist body warehouse.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. He will say, yes, interesting. That will take me some time. I trust that you all can make some use of downtime. This is all interesting. Sorry, I'm slightly distracted.
A little bit.
He kind of, steeple his fingers. He's very dramatic. Send her into the drama. Yes. I see you are, yes. This is most intriguing. And you are remembering the most central tenet of what we teach here in necromantic studies, that we reap what others sow.
I trust that you will make good use of what I have sown.
Yes. He'll like mage hand the bone and kind of inspect it, like smells it. And then he like he kind of doesn't really walk anywhere. He kind of just floats everywhere. It looks like he's like Magneto. But he just wears really long robes, so you can't really tell if he's walking or not. He's just kind of
he's got Heelys on under there. 100%.
Nobody can know. I have to think I cast fly constantly. It's really hard in the more cobblestones parts of campus.
It's just gust of wind with Heelys on. It's a cantrip, much easier.
So it's just he's just one hand behind his back. And bonus, it billows his capes.
That's true.
He'll start kind of working on this complicated looking necromantic ritual.
Drawback, it looks like he's constantly releasing really big, nasty farts.
No. He who smelt it dealt it. I think you'll find.
I didn't want to say it. Also, don't talk to my adopted daughter that way.
Never talk to my me or my daughter ever again.
These are my graceful ways. Okay. So he'll start working on that. What would you all like to do in the meantime?
I don't know if there's anything that we really can do because we're criminals.
And I'm kind of waiting on my lawyers to lawyer.
Sure.
There's not a criminal.
Yeah, Claire can mostly probably act free. And you all are in some disguise. Like, it's not going to be like you're immediately arrested on sight. You have like one GTA star, so if you do anything suspicious, you're probably going to get caught, but...
Well, no, I went to the paint job place, so, all my stars are gone.
Right.
Well, no, that just means that your stars are flashing, and if you do anything suspicious while they're doing that, you get them all back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to do anything suspicious then.
No. But that's so much more fun.
I don't think Clangley knows how to do anything suspicious. He's the most law-abiding... Well, I mean... His alignment is listed as lawful good.
Not with this career, not.
Yeah, well...
Not with these laws, you're not.
Didn't choose... I was going to say, I didn't choose the chaotic life. It chose me.
He's lawful, not to these laws.
Exactly.
He's lawful to the union contract.
He's a union man through and through. All right, so what do we do now? Just sit tight?
Claire is raiding the necromancy school stores.
Of things we have to do. We need to find Rick. We need to find Dalton, because he has our ship.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That jerk.
I was gonna help with that by using my wild shape to go out as like a bird and start scouting out places.
That's a good plan.
And Dust can attempt to find your ship by using Detect Residuum.
Also a good plan.
Oh, is he wanted criminal too? Was he on our wanted poster?
And he's not handling it great.
Yeah, last I remember he was really freaking out about it.
Take him to the costume department. It's our only option.
Is this your first time?
Is this your first time being a wanted criminal?
Pardon?
All necromancy school students end up on university probation at least one time in their undergrad.
Yeah, I had an overdue library book once. It really dogged me.
I remember during my junior year, they released a bunch of just dancing zombies. And it's like, guys, come on. We've seen this bit before. Just completely ruined homecoming.
It's good to know that even across dimensions, magical schools are still magical schools, I guess.
The dancing zombies bit is only fun if the zombies have legs.
Well, see, I think it's only fun if they don't have legs.
And then they're just writhing on the floor.
Well, they're holding themselves up by their arms, trying to do a
they
kick step
kinda,
with them.
Stack two zombies on top of each other? No? Okay.
It's more unsettling than it is funny.
Depends on your sense of humor.
I
Here
don't
it would
have
kill.
one of those.
Get it? Kill.
We should really find a new identity for this gentleman with us, so he doesn't.
My
have a
goodness,
panic
isn't
attack.
this a dead crowd?
That one was kind of funny, actually.
Only something could.
Claire doesn't tell jokes often. Soak it in, baby.
I think you have a very promising career as a deadpan comedian.
Okay. Do you want to send Wynne and possibly Dust out to try and find either your airship or anything else? Wynne will be the most inconspicuous, like literally turning into a bird. What are they going to do? Frisk every bird? Like...
Stopping every cocker on the
spend-
street.
You.
stones with.
We misunderstood the assignment.
Yeah, you
I
can
have-
stones too. Yeah, that's a good point.
I have a plan. We use Detect Residuum to get a general idea, and then to avoid suspicion, we will have sort of Wynne kind of scan the area to help us hone in. So we'll do kind of we'll sort of coordinate with each other.
Yeah, so the thing about Detect Residuum is it's got a pretty decent range, but you kind of have to scan the whole planet. So he can go out there and he like ping it every like hour or so as he walks, because it like detects like a mile radius. But
Well, let's start with doing it once. But fair point.
so
The ship can't be that far, right? Right?
It's- yeah.
Right? It's only a spaceship. Fuck.
okay, I'm glad you heard it. Let me hold on. Let me.
Build him a nice new persona of Soot.
I was gonna suggest Muck, but I like that one better.
Well, it goes with the Chimbley sweep. You and your 2 adopted children.
Right. He is
You are
way
both green.
too old to be my child.
Wow. Okay. You know, I just think families are. It's fine.
How old are you?
Families are. He's like fresh out of college.
I'm pretty sure that I'm younger than you.
Okay. Well, but you're more
Warforged
mature.
were not
It's
invented
fine.
that
It's
long
fine.
ago. No, I'm saying Warforged were invented not that long ago.
You are correct. He is technically older than you.
I'm 20.
Not by much, then, probably.
No, yeah, he's probably a year or 2 older than you. Okay, good. I was making sure I knew how this worked, and it can be cast as a ritual. Oh, good, and it lasts 10 minutes. Okay, good. So he can kind of, if he hustles, he can kind of. Oh, you know what? He knows fly, doesn't he? Oh, but that's also a concentration spell, right?
Yes, I think so.
Let's double check.
I don't know. Last time I had to interrupt someone's flying, I used Dispel Magic.
Yeah, okay, that's also concentration. Okay, that would be a bad idea.
Is
for him to do.
invisibility concentration?
Well, I was just thinking with fly, he could move very quickly.
Yeah, that's true.
I hold on. One of the invisibilities, like weirdly, one lasts a long time.
I think standard invisibility lasts an hour as long as you don't cast another spell or use an attack
Yeah,
action.
but is concentration? What about greater? Also concentration. Okay.
Yeah, never mind.
Let's see. Dust. Let me look at what spells he has. They're all useless, if I recall.
They're all thematic.
Yeah, they're all Featherfall, Fog Cloud, Gust of Wind. Yeah.
Now I know what you meant when you said my character was very thematic, Jay.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
I am also of the opinion there's no such thing as a useless spell on the right character in the right situation.
Yeah, I got use out of illusory script. How often does that happen?
Marty wants to
Twice.
use Skywrite in a campaign. They got a scrollless Skywrite, and I was like, "You'll never use this." They used it like two sessions later. They're like, "Guess what we have, you idiot." Why are we frozen?
Oh dear.
We're frozen?
Nah, just on the overlay for some reason. They can still... Okay. I think I accidentally minimized Discord when I was trying to close a D&D Beyond window. Okay. Okay. So, sending dust and wind and stones to start searching, and you've mucked up dust. What if someone asks me my name? What do I say?
Soot.
Oh. Wow, you're good at lying. Okay. Your lawyers are lawyering. They've contacted the authorities to be like, do you know, like what, like who do you think killed us? Oh, these people apparently. What evidence? Oh. Anonymous leads? Yeah, great. All coming from one number. Okay. Let's see. Let's roll some dice. See how much time passes. Or how lucky.
Ooh, that sound makes me nervous.
Wynne, can I get perception or investigation checks for...
Ooh. Oh. I rolled a 1, so that's a 5.
Okay.
Oh dear.
That one.
Do you have inspiration?
Oh, I do.
Okay. If you would like to reroll, I was going to say, I will say nothing bad will happen. It's one of those rolls that determines how long this takes.
Oh.
So a 1 is
Figure.
bad. A 1 is bad still. It will take you a very long time to find the things you were looking for. But
Then I think we're on a time crunch, so I'll re-roll. I'll use my inspirations.
okay, perfect.
That's a little better. 12 plus 4 is a 16.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Much better. Okay, yeah. Kind of circling. The ship you were on looked different than other one. It's a drop jammer, which looked different than airships, and it had been rigged to It was a unique looking drop jammer. Like Dalton clearly worked on it for a bit. So spinning, you and Stones kind of can split up. Although I don't think Stones can communicate with you. I guess you both speak bird probably, but not like psychically or anything. That just to Claire. You split up. You can see Dust like walking up to random people and being like, "My name's Soot or Muck or something."
You're doing your best.
And then he's just like, "Don't mind me," and he gets into a corner and like starts casting a spell, and everyone's like, "Ugh." Okay.
Can you do that under a sheet or something, please?
he just puts his cape over his head, and he's just like,
That's not what I meant.
"Oh, fuck." Everyone's just like, "Okay, this dude's weird." Okay. When after about 2 hours, you're like, you know what? I'm going to the Greene Corporation because maybe this dude's just an idiot. And yeah, the drop jammer is just parked outside the Greene Corporation.
Oh. Can I like land on it?
Sure, yeah.
Cool. Can I get in it?
Sure, yeah. It's not locked because it's behind a gate. It's behind like a fence, and you're just like, I flew over the fence. You just pack
Leave
a key.
the keys in the ignition? What the hell?
Yeah, is it on?
It's not on, no.
Ah.
If Issa was here, almost certainly could hotwire it, but also as
I'm
established
a bird right
last
now?
time, yeah, you're a bird. As established last time, I think Clangley is the best shot at driving it, and even that's like kind of touchy.
Clangley with help.
Yeah, Clangley with help is going to be good as long as you don't have to like dogfight or anything like that. Like is like, you know, C-rated in Flight Simulator or whatever. Like can do it as long as nothing goes wrong.
I technically passed that class.
Right, like it's like way buried deep in your training. If this was a land vehicle, absolutely, like a construction vehicle, you could absolutely nail it.
I have a forklift license.
Right, you're yeah, exactly.
I'm forklift certified.
They're forklift certified.
I technically am a forklift in certain jurisdictions.
So, he's going to have the best shot out of all of you. It's still going to be like flat rolls where you're all rolling with like -5 because it's a spaceship.
Spaceships are pretty hard to fly.
Yeah.
No, I'm just
I just
wondering.
built it. You think I know how to fly it? The answer is kind of.
I just made a paper airplane and it crashed immediately, so that's a bad omen.
It's a good sign.
It's like rolling your dice before a game to see which one is going to give you the best numbers.
Basically, yeah.
I'm just trying to remember what I can turn into as a druid. See if I just pick it up and take it.
Oh boy. Wait, hold on. Let's look
How
at
much
your
does a
character.
drop jammer weigh? Like
A
8
lot.
tons?
A lot.
At least.
You remember that rock from the first
Hold on.
episode?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I can turn into that yet.
I like the yet there.
I can turn into an animal that's CR1. According to this.
The drop jammer throwing beetle. Oh my god.
Wow. What are the odds?
What an incredibly specific animal.
Let me see. Let's see.
Can I turn into a hill snail?
No, they are a higher CR than that.
Damn.
Try though. Let's see. Beast. You said CR1.
Yeah.
Can I show advance? Can I pick like a? Try. Of course not.
How big is a giant eagle? I assume giant.
I don't think anything is going to be big enough to lift
No,
the drop
I
jammer. These
think-
things are like 800 tons.
Yeah,
probably.
like it's. I just googled how much a box truck weighs. It's 16,000 pounds. So I'm gonna guess it's about that.
This just in, dinosaur raids the parking
Right,
lot of the
like-
Greene Corporation, steals drop jammer.
I think a dinosaur would probably be your best bet, but I don't know what CR1 dinosaurs there are.
I'm guessing that's
Nothing.
more than a T-Rex, yeah.
T-Rex is like 7, and
Hadrosaurus?
don't ask me how I know this.
How do you know that?
You don't want to know.
Which one's a Hadrosaurus? Oh, they're like the. Remember the movie Dinosaur? The Disney movie Dinosaur?
No.
I do remember that
Yes,
movie. I
surprisingly.
saw that in theaters
Yeah, I
too.
did too.
Yeah.
It was fine, right?
Yeah. They all
Uh,
died in the end.
Yeah, well, I mean,
The
Wow,
thing about any
spoilers.
movie about dinosaurs, except for like We're Back, you know how it ends.
yeah. So here we go. I don't think you can turn it into anything that can pick this up.
Okay.
Turn into a big cat.
Yeah, can I turn into a cat?
I mean, you can. He's not happy for some reason. He's probably got a pipe cleaner. And he's like, look at me. I'm so brave.
He's doing great.
He is. He's a good cat. Okay. Hold on. Nico, come here. What's wrong?
Meow.
There you go. Come on, bud. You're gonna hate that in a minute. It's fine. Oh shit, yeah. Okay, sorry everybody. Okay.
A different cat interruption than the normal
Yes.
cat interruption.
Because I kicked her out of the room.
My house is not big enough for him to be anywhere else, basically. Okay, so Wynne has the drop jammer. Look again, you could also try and fly it. I think at some point you would be turning into a bird and flying out of it as it crashed. But you have it, basically. Back at the college campus, the Dr. Killjoy kind of floats back and says that he believes he has located a large cache of creatures similar to this magic used. And
That's
says-
where the first place we'll look.
He says, it's most fascinating.
Oh.
No, it's just such a large gathering of this very specific spell. It's not quite undead, but it is necromantic in nature. It's odd that that the university has no foreknowledge of this.
It is, isn't it?
Don't worry about it.
I wonder if one of the university's students was involved in its creation.
That university student might be very upset that their processes are being used without their knowledge or consent. Given that I am a walking example of my intellectual property, she says under her breath so nobody can hear her.
Quite. He says, well, is there anything else I may do for you? He says, like, I'm in this now. It's rather interesting, everything that has transpired, and I will follow this with great interest.
I have something else that might pique your interest. Consider it a bonus on top of the generous sum we've already paid you.
Yes.
And she's going to pull out like a little sachet of some residuum bone. Just like a couple of knuckle bones.
Kind of like, yeah, like looks it up into the light. He cast detect residuum and it glows a different color, and he's like, most intriguing.
I have been doing extensive research on the effect of residuum on necromancy. I believe its uses could be inspiring.
Most intriguing. He like immediately like kind of like, mage hands a quill and he starts like taking notes. It's just like a bunch of spells, ? Resurrection, ? Like raise dead, ? Like
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, this is most pleasing, most intriguing.
I will expect credit and updates on any research and findings you...
He will say, in order to credit you, I believe I would need your name.
We'll discuss that as an advance on your payment later.
Just nods.
Oh, she's being secretive. What a surprise.
Claire's gonna turn on her heel and walk in the other direction.
Her? She's being secretive? Are you sure? I don't know.
Never.
In this campaign? Or ever? I don't know, that doesn't sound right. Okay. Issa and Clangley, you get you hear dust coming through on the sending stone, the walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Hello. This is Muck to home base. Over and out. No, just not out, just over.
I read you loud and clear, Muck.
Okay. I found the drop jammer. There's some stupid bird on it. I'll try and get it out of here.
No.
That bird Wynne?
Oh my god, the bird's staring at me. I think it's made me, everybody.
There's a little
bird
hat on his
Wynne.
head.
Is the bird wearing a park ranger's hat?
Oh my god, it is. It's so smart.
The bird is Wynne.
Just staring at him.
Just like, it's me, dumbass. But yeah, you can see Dust. He is so obvious right now.
Gives it like a little wave with their wing. Like, come here.
Oh, okay. There's a fence. Like, you flew over the fence. He just kind of pushes up against the fence. What do I do?
Just like caws at him and like waves as her flaps around a little bit.
He will, let's see.
No.
Where is... Oh, okay. He will clap his hands, and fog just kind of starts billowing out from under his robes, which lets him fly 10 feet because he's a storm sorcerer. So he catapults himself over the fence and then kind of moves the fog to kind of surround him. So he's
That's actually
stealthy.
One of the smartest things he's ever done.
I can't see anything now.
Well, it was short-lived, but...
Ow! I found it.
You're doing great, Sweaty.
Home base, I found it. I found Wynne, too.
What
do we do, Wynne?
Wynn's just, like, pointing to the thing she thinks turns it on. And just like, meh, meh, meh.
Do not make him pilot that thing. It is gonna go... It's not even gonna get off the ground. It's just gonna explode.
He'll just start hitting buttons.
No.
No? Wynne, you're the adult here.
Wynn's still a bird.
We can like roll a D100 or something to see what he actually
Dust.
like.
Is there like a radio?
Dust.
Oh, yeah, there's a radio. Yep.
Is the key in the starter?
No.
Damn it.
Hold on. He flips the visor. I'm going to roll.
Oh, God, yes, please.
50 shot. There's a key in here. Ready? High as a key. There's a key.
Perfect.
Dalton's a real idiot.
You don't say.
Well, I stole the drop jammer, so...
Don't take the keys.
Oh god, what does that make us if he's an idiot? We got robbed by one.
Too trusting.
Yeah, but then we found what he robbed in like 2 hours.
That's true. You know what? Fair point. I retract that statement.
It's not like he got away from you. You left him somewhere, and then he was just like, bye. You know, like, he didn't really outsmart you so much as you had other things, and he was unsupervised. Yeah, he's in the building going like, I'm in the money. He's like strutting around. He sees the lights on in his drop jammer, and he's like 15 floors up, hustling down the steps. But yeah, Dust finds the keys. Okay, what now?
You're in the money, but you don't have it yet, so they aren't letting you take the elevator. Have to use the stairs of this tower.
They told me it was a fire hazard.
Most of what Greene Corporation makes is a fire hazard.
Wynne will take the keys from Dust and try to motion the best she can. It's like, stay here. Stay. And she'll fly off and then
go hide in cargo hold.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, my snacks are back here still. Okay. Wynne is flying through the streets with the keys. Okay. Back at the Spire, you all know where... So you now have the information of where the drop jammer is. Yeah, you have the keys. You know where the cache, allegedly, of probably Hugo Greene's duplicates are. What would you all like to do?
Before we go after the cache of Hugo Greene, I would like to get everybody in the same place, whether that's at the drop jammer or at the Spire. Just because wherever these Hugo Greene duplicates are, there's gonna be a lot of security.
I mean, So Rick gave us the Sending Stone walkie-talkie.
Yes.
Issabel's probably had it the whole time, and we haven't heard anything from him, have we?
No, but you think he gave you his. But he's also an expert in it, so if he could contact you, he would. So that is, yes, correct. What you said is right.
Okay.
Issa, I think we should go get Rick.
I think so too, but we need to find where he is.
I can't find him unless he's necromantic. We did a zombie heist. Are we going to have to do a criminal heist?
Possibly. I doubt it's his first time being locked up.
Hmm. I've never been particularly fond of police.
No.
Hey, Gab, all guards are bastards.
Wouldn't be his first time being locked up. Wouldn't be his first time being underground if he had to.
True and true.
How helpful is the Spire's divination department, Claire?
How helpful is it, Andy?
They have, yeah, they are generally helpful. They will occasionally just, like, spout a prediction at you, and you're just like, cool. I don't think I wanted to know that, or whatever. Like, they're kind of, you know, it's kind of the stereotype of they're kind of spacey and not always focused on the present, kind of looking everywhere. But generally, yeah, they are still the best in the world at this.
Well, if nothing else, they'll give us a place to start. Do you know anyone? Know of anyone? Of course not.
But that doesn't mean we can't ask. The nature of an educational institution is that it provides resources to people who seek them.
That is true.
Most of my connections are in the transmutation and artistry departments.
What do you say we go knock on some doors?
Let's go knock on some doors.
All right, then.
Okay. Let's look at divination spells. Because none of them ever do the thing I think they do.
Like the spell divination, which doesn't do any divination.
Right. Okay, so you probably want... That's probably the spell you want, right? No, that's the one that asks a question.
I would think either a locate person or a scry.
Right, locate creature. Okay, clairvoyance might work. Scry,
I don't think so.
I think... Oh, is clairvoyance a specific location?
Clairvoyance
Okay,
is the
location.
sensor or the hearing in a location.
So, but you'd have to know where he is. So you're right, it's scrying. Okay. Okay. So, you head to the divination department. You find the tiefling head of the department is Atha Marrogaze. And yeah, she's sort of kind of cheery. Her room is like super open. Like she's in like a nice part of the tower that kind of has like big open room, like all windows, lots of sunlight, a bunch of crystals and baubles and like various divination tools kind of glisten and gleam in her room. And she says, you want me to locate a person? Well, I can, that's no problem. Just need a description of them. A kind of taps like the donate here for, university services box. Ahem. All to a good
How much
cause.
gold do I have?
Of course. Y'all are pretty rich. You also have a lot of crap. Like, you just have, like, gems and stuff.
I'm gonna pop, like, a full-on... I don't actually know if I have money.
Y'all get paid. Like, you do have your salary and wages and stuff like that. And also, like, a bunch of, like, magic crystals, gemstones. You do have residuum if you want to give her some, too. She'll be like, oh, sweet, and snort that, probably. But,
Supposed to do that.
I mean, if it'll help in the divination, knock yourself out.
just start huffing. She's also going to start huffing scents.
God, no wonder this place smells so weird.
I kind of just want to, like, for the description, just give her the wanted poster. I don't want to, but I know we shouldn't.
The object that you scry with isn't consumed in the scrying, and Rick made the walkie-talkie. So it's pretty decently connected to him.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like that. I like that. Okay.
That's a good plan.
Possession or garment. Okay, good.
So have a tiny mithril pendant that Issabel made as machining practice.
Target must convey if it wants to be observed. Okay. I can't. Here's the weird part. It's like, okay, you can willingly fail the save if you want to be, but that means someone's trying to spy on you.
It's weird.
Or if this person is trying to find me, I would guess.
Right, but like, do you know, like, it's just like, I don't know, it's just, like, I get it, because mechanically, if you're like, I'm trying to find my friend, and I don't want to have to make I want to be found, kind of thing. So, like, it's just gonna work, like, because he wants to be found. I just think it's odd, because then it's just like, but if you succeed, don't you know you're being spied on then?
I mean, it might be like when you get a phone call and you see the caller ID and it's like, oh, that's somebody I want to talk to. Ignore. Or it could be, oh, this is someone I want to talk to. Pick up. That kind of thing.
But because of that, you know that someone is spying on you, right?
I don't know, because I think it depends a bit on the, like, because there's a few, like, charm spells that will state whether or not when the effect wears off, if the person knows whether or not they were charmed.
And you can... Yeah, it's just weird. It's fine. Like, it's... In this case, it's fine. I just wonder the logistics of it. Anyway, it works. She starts describing... Her hair... She gets all Galadriel on you. She starts sketching a room. And she says, I see a sea of Warforged. He has been chained. None of the Warforged seem active. He seems alone, but is imprisoned.
Would Clangley recognize this area?
She draws it. It's not like a Warforged factory or anything like that. It's not. It's nowhere you recognize, which is odd given how closely you work with like Warforged unions. So why wouldn't you know about this place?
Is this where Harry Greene is keeping his dummies?
That is maybe a good guess.
Claire is going to turn to Issa. It's a trap.
Of course it is.
Well, doesn't matter if it is, because we're not leaving him there.
No, we're not.
We see it coming. We can't just walk into it.
You said there's a way to take control of those dummies, correct?
Can't do it all at once.
But could you disrupt the signal that keeps them coherent, active?
That I could do.
Just for a small, short while. So we could get him out of there. I assume the divination instructor's too high to comprehend any of this.
Whoa, man. Yeah, no, she is very focused on kind of her sketching, and now she's like interested, so she's like moving the sensor around and she's trying to figure out where it is. But yeah, if you won't go to like a corner of her office and are like even remotely whispering, she does not care. She is fully in this other, she's VR in it right now.
Very cool.
So we set a trap around the trap.
Yes.
I'll need time and resources.
Well, we have residuum.
Yes, and I think the necromancy department is now on our payroll.
The whole department?
The whole department.
How much do they cost? I'm not hurting, but I'm not made of money.
They'll do anything for some bones.
Of course, of course.
It's just
But
like
you think I just got like this out of nowhere?
It made sense as soon as you said it.
got like what? Could someone explain what's going on?
Don't worry about it.
I feel like I'm being kept in the dark and I don't like it.
Claire is gonna take the drawing.
So we're just gonna keep me in the dark. Okay.
I mean, necromancy student likes bones. They picked that up from somewhere. It's not particularly deep.
And Claire wants to head back to the necromancy department so she can start gathering the spell components and studying. Because I don't know, she doesn't know dispel magic, but she can take the time to learn it.
Oh, I know to spell magic.
Do we
Yes.
have any like uncharged spell crystals that we like prepare things with?
Yes.
Claire absolutely
Okay,
brought
yes.
like crap.
Very smart.
Claire has been like since episode 1. Claire has like established like I want those and I'm interested in them. So you absolutely have some that that you could rewrite or a couple prepared even. But yeah, Claire absolutely as a wizard you could learn to spell like especially here you can learn to spell magic. Like it's no problem. It'll cost you like an hour or whatever and special inks. But you can absolutely learn it. And yeah, Wynne also has it, so that's 2 dispel magics is good. Issa, you said you don't have it, right?
No.
No, okay. And Clangley, that doesn't quite seem like a Clangley spell. Okay.
It's not an artificer
Yeah,
spell,
okay.
I don't think.
It's,
also,
not,
I
it's
don't-
not much of a just, evocation.
Yeah, I don't have. I don't get 3rd level spells.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. Okay.
I said that, but I do actually apparently have Counterspell.
How?
I must have taken it. I must have taken it as a spell when I leveled.
You could use
you are level
counterspell as
8.
well.
Okay, yeah. Multi-classing between caster, full and half caster.
You're officially a level 5.
Yeah, I
Right,
got
'cause you
to
are a
level
level
5
5
wizard, so
wizard,
I
right.
have
Okay, yeah,
level
yeah.
3 spells.
Absolutely, that makes sense.
Okay.
Which is weird because at least a level before I had level 3 spells.
Right, you had the slots, but not the spells. Bizarre.
They really just changed. It's so simple, but the name makes it so dumb.
Right.
Like, name them spell tiers or something.
Yeah. Yeah, or... Yeah, no. Okay. So the plan right now is you're getting a bunch of crystals. You're going to try and create, like, basically hand grenades that shut down residuum cores, right?
That's so cool.
So,
Those are
what Claire is essentially trying to do is she's taking these cores and she's gonna grind up the other finger bones. She's gonna mix it with residuum bone,
Mm-hmm.
And she's like carve the spells into these crystals and imbue them with that bone dust, so that the dispel magics and the counterspell are specifically countering the kind of magic that was used to imbue her and Harry Greene. Harry Greene? I think I got that name for
No.
Hugo Greene. Yeah, I think I got Harry Greene for something else.
Question.
Hugo Greene with life.
Okay.
Life.
Question.
Clangley.
Yes.
Is this at all similar to the reaction during the dink?
The dink.
Is it Andy?
Because that did very much shut down Claire and Clangley temporarily, and that was a very expressive thing that happened.
It also shut down Isabel's arm for a little bit.
And also Clangley did not have a good time, if I recall.
He did also exaggerate it a bit.
A bit, but if what I am understanding from Claire is correct, this would have a chance to shut down. I understand that, like, you're trying to, like, tailor it so that it just shuts down. Well, you're trying to tailor it so that it would just shut down the exact processes that basically you use. So I don't know if it would actually affect Clangley, but it would affect Claire.
She
Claire
knows
doesn't
that.
have to be
Okay.
there, though.
Right. Yes. So if I don't think it would affect the Issa's arm or Clangley.
And if we were to use Mithril, would that have a similar explosive effect? That's the bad idea alarm going off.
It would, if you could get a sufficient quantity of mithril, you could probably encase Claire's chassis in it and help protect her from the effects of it.
So
I like being protected from the effects of my own bullshit.
we need to build Claire a Faraday cage of mithril to put herself in whenever we're making bad ideas. Got it. We'll do that when we have mithril again.
Just clamp it around her. It's
I
like
just
one of those,
remember
like,
the dink, and I was like, how do we use that?
one of those lantern cases.
It's a
Really, the
a
thing that
bubble,
protects
a
her
mithril
from it is
bubble.
that she can't move.
I think you guys would jump at the chance to have just an automatic off button for Claire.
Click.
No comment.
No. No.
No. No. No. No.
But yes, Claire will. But yeah, they want to turn me off. But no.
Claire, you're
Inspiration to
very
everybody.
valued.
Inspiration to
Never-
everybody. It's just there's a lot of good stuff happening this episode. Inspiration to everybody.
Thank you.
I want to turn Claire off? No. Do I want to be able to bop her on the head every time she does something and refuses to learn from it? Yes.
She's come a long way.
She has.
It's growth.
Ever heard of it?
No, I
Okay.
stopped after year 5.
Okay.
We should do a thing now.
So, this you can do this process. At this point, it's getting pretty late. Like, you've done a lot today.
I would want a couple of those crystals to have find person on them.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Locate creature. Yeah. Or
I think there is locate person.
yeah, is there?
I do have a locate
Back there
creature.
where I can't reach them.
I think it might be locate. I'm just trying
I
to
think
see if
it's
there's
locate
like,
creature.
yeah, is there?
I guess we could locate object on a suit, but I don't know if the suit.
I
we can
don't know if they would have him. We could, unless they took that too, we could try it on his leg brace.
He has his leg brace and his crutches. They may not know his
Okay.
crutches are weapons. He is not in his mech suit. As described by the
Kind of like taking away someone's mobility aid, sort of a dick move, but
he has his mobility aids. He has his leg brace and his crutches. He just doesn't have his Iron Man armor, basically.
oh no, I'm not saying that
Yeah.
to you, Andy. I'm
Oh.
saying that like to Greene Corporation.
Oh yeah, no, they're still dicks. Locate object is a lower level spell, so it would be a little easier.
I also
to
have
use,
locate object.
but,
If I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. No, I don't have locate object. Never mind.
Do you not?
Can I prepare locate object? Wait, how do artificers work?
It's not listed here, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah,
Spell list. Can I look at the spell list here? No, of course not. Does it have
yeah. The artificers don't get locate object for some reason.
weird? Just weird. This is not your spell list is odd, and that's
And it changes depending upon what type of artificer you are.
yeah.
For some reason, I have 2 spells that I can prepare that I haven't prepared yet. I should do that.
You get revivify. Bizarre. Okay,
I do.
it's on the list
Wynne!
apparently. Well, that's a 3rd level spell, right? Yeah, it just says it's not even like in the domain things. It just says artificer. So that's useful.
You learn how to build a defibrillator. Got it.
Okay. Do y'all tell Wynne and Dust what's happening? Hello? Over? What am I
Yeah.
doing?
We do tell them
Yes,
what's
Claire will tell them the plan and like as briefly and succinctly as possible, and also like okay, here's what she's gonna do. She's gonna telepathically tell Stones the rendezvous location, and then she's gonna send Stones to go tell Wynne and Bird.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yep.
If we try to convey a dust, he's gonna panic harder.
There are 2 talking birds.
And also, signals can be picked up from other people. I don't want anybody listening in on this conversation.
I've turned on all the lights to try and drain the battery. Is that a good idea?
No!
I turn off all the lights. That was a stupid idea. Win.
Wynne is just like every time Dust touches something, Wynne presses the button again after he turns it back.
Not even. He just gets his finger closer. You just peck him.
Now.
I'm cold. I want to listen to the radio.
Right.
He's just like spinning in the chair. But Stone shows up. Okay, so where would you all like to rendezvous? Or that's irrelevant. You rendezvous. Because we're getting close. I want to end on a thing. Okay, so okay, so you all re-rendezvous. Dust very proudly has the keys. Or Wynne probably still has the keys because
Yeah,
who
it's still on my
trusts
beak.
who trusts this guy with it? Okay, so you have a couple of the like residuum hand grenades that will potentially shut down Claire / Hugo Greene's husks. You have some detect person or locate creature or object emergency crystals that you can use. Okay. You've reunited. So the storehouse, as described by, so you have like the location of it from Dr. Killjoy, and then from Dr. Morrow Gaze, the like the kind of the inner workings of it's basically a big underground bunker from what she can figure out, and it's in like a fairly residential part of town, like it's in like kind of like middle class neighborhoods. It's seemingly built under like a neighborhood basically, and it's like this she couldn't look at it all in the 10 minutes she had of scrying. Like she says it's a pretty sprawling complex. She thinks that the area that they're in is kind of like towards like there's an exit that she found, but like it's like a Fallout vault. Like it's really kind of really goes deep. You think you can get to the part you need to pretty quick, but then if you wanted to explore a bunch of it, there's like a lot more.
And it is full of a bunch of the same person, so it really is a vault.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially, what Claire kind of wants to do is around this vault, like, set up the little grenades so that she's kind of using them like remote bombs.
Okay, so yeah, more like landmines than.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Isabella's helping Claire rig up magical claymores. Got it.
Yep.
You have an explosives expert on the team.
Yeah, especially like if I could find someone who can help me, because Claire is a wizard and not a and not anywhere remotely. Like usually her spells are just spells, and this is some kind of wizard bullshit that most wizards don't do. So, with our powers combined,
Yep.
Isabel
Okay.
starts going off on little tangents about chemistry.
Clangley is going to pretend that he's not worried.
My friends aren't making explosives behind my back. No. This is gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. So we're storming the proverbial castle then?
Yep. And at this point, I think my time as a bird has ended.
Okay. Yeah, I think
For now.
For now.
For now, yeah, because
I mean,
you can still
want
what
to
is it
kill
like
the king.
half your druid level or some weird.
Yeah, it's like 4
It's just,
hours.
like,
I
4
can be a
hours.
bird.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you've been a bird long enough.
Yay.
You want it to be bird? I make it the bird. Okay. So you find what basically looks like an abandoned subway entrance. And y'all know that the subway system has been mostly abandoned because it's too dangerous. Because they've poisoned the ground, basically. So now air travel is the thing where you fly through the pollution.
Brilliant breathe it in, makes your lungs stronger.
But also, like, kind of like automotive, like cars are kind of becoming like a more popular thing, and Hugo Green's just like, why do we need this stupid underground railway? He helped get it shut down. There are still above ground trains, as established a couple episodes ago, but the subway system is mostly
there's one less now.
Yes. Okay. Y'all enter this creepy, just like, Fallout vault, like from the game Fallout, is the best way I can just, like, everything's just sort of half on, and there's like a bunch of like abandoned notes and like paperwork, and it's like clearly no one has actively used this building in like maybe 10-15 years.
Do you like my new voice box? War never changes.
Is there any benefit to us finding all of the audio logs, or is it just like background
You
lore?
get like a trophy, but it doesn't really, I mean...
You do get EXP, so like...
Yeah, but it's only like one. So...
It's because we're over leveled.
It's because you're over leveled. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But as the professor sort of described, not too far in, past a couple of kind of big, heavy doors that Clangley can very easily push open, you find this expansive room with just a bunch of faceless Warforged all shut down. They're this sort of the ceramic, but these have just even like a blank face, like they're waiting to have like sort of a mask put on them to kind of mostly resemble the features of whatever creature whatever human they are attempting to impersonate. And yet, chained down is Rick, who kind of looks up and he like kind of like shakes his head like no.
Issabel would have probably started to detect magic on the way in, just looking for any sort of trigger traps, runes.
Yes. Let's...
Can I trade insight what that head shake means?
Sure.
They're 14.
14? Okay. You think he's like, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, add that to the list of shit that I've been new.
Like a nod back at him like, we know.
Oh.
We know.
With detect magic, you see there is an invisible person in this room.
Okay. Yeah, I just said I think I have counterspell.
I did also point out I have dispel magic too. If you want to point him out.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
And then we'll dispel that magic.
Okay.
Aha!
Aha! Okay. Dispel magic. Just invisibility is like a second level spell, so that just works. Okay. Yeah. Hugo Greene is before you all.
The dude?
The dude.
I mean, not the dude. He's probably still somewhere else, but there is a Hugo Greene in front of us. Yes.
A Hugo Greene. Okay, good.
Yes, yeah. It is impossible to tell whether it is actually Hugo Greene. It is a thing that looks like Hugo Greene.
I'm here for a contract renegotiation.
Yeah, let's not let him gaslight gatekeep and girl boss us. I lob one of the crystals at it.
Okay. Give me a dex check. Let's see who goes.
Oh, lovely.
I'm
very good at those.
Let's see who's faster.
Okay, come on, baby.
Oof.
I don't know how I feel about that sound.
Ah,
It's a
I don't know
natural.
how I feel about that sound.
What was it?
I got a 7.
Okay.
You want to use an inspiration?
I'll try. I mean, I got a lot of them, so why not?
Are we all holding these crystals? Did you
Yeah,
hand them
nope,
out to
that's
the
a 10.
class?
Do you want to like
Yeah,
Power Rangers? Like, go team!
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Just all
bit.
everyone can make a dex check to see if they are. He rolled. I got a natural 20.
Oh no.
I'm not. I can't. I literally cannot roll higher than that.
I don't think I can roll higher than that either.
But I have a negative dex mod.
Okay.
Nope. I rolled a 17.
Okay, because he does have a flat. He has a flat +0.
I
I also
burned an
have a flat
inspiration
zero.
and I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Ooh.
Come on,
Ooh,
Andy,
ooh.
please.
Ooh.
She used one of their inspirations.
Yes. Jay, what is your dex score?
16.
Okay, so you are just fat. Okay.
Just split second faster.
It's a split second. Okay. He will. Okay, so the thing he was going to do. I'm going to say they happen simultaneously, basically. You're going to knock him out with this crystal. But he still gets to do the thing he was trying to do. Which is, he pointed at Rick, and he said...
Is he casting a spell?
He is not casting a spell. He is using a magical ability.
Damn him.
He is using a legendary action.
Ooh.
He
Hate
says,
that.
"It has been so long since I've tasted Keldonian." And he will drain the life from Rick, and Rick becomes a shriveled husk. Issa, make an Arcana check.
How many inspiration am I allowed to use in one game?
As many
'Cause
as
that
you
is... It is actually a 13.
Okay. You would naturally have advantage on this, even, I would say.
Okay. That's still a 13. I haven't burned an inspiration yet, though.
If you want to, you can. You have like 15 or whatever.
I currently have 12.
Okay.
11,
Can we use
actually, now.
inspiration
Yep.
on an advantage roll?
I'm saying yes. With the way I want inspiration to be cool, because I feel like it's just kind of meh as written. So if you burn inspiration, if you used inspiration to get advantage, you can't just keep burning it to get. But if you got advantage for some other reason, inspiration will let you reroll it. That is
Neat.
my
That's
house rule.
22 now.
Okay. You have seen someone do this before. It was Alistair Scrimp.
Yep.
The little grenade hits his chest, and he kind of falls forward into a slump.
Claire, how long does that last?
Until he can get some again. It essentially just released the spirit, for lack of a better term, that was inside him, and it's no longer bound. He'd have to cast the spell again.
Do I have any idea of how to undo whatever it is he did to Rick?
You could resurrect Rick.
I do have Revivify.
You could
I
try and do
always
that.
have it prepared.
You can do that.
Please do that.
Okay, Wynne's gonna.
I'm also going
hustle
to
over.
attempt to run up and permanently disable that Hugo Green bot.
Okay. Claire said you release. Okay, got it. Okay.
Can I use mending to like take apart the Hugo Green bot?
Oh no, Issabel is not being gentle. She is.
Fair enough. Okay.
I mean, like point blank
Basically
gun. I'm assuming.
screaming
like,
enraged.
Okay. So Wynne sprints over. Takes the diamonds out of the pouch, crushes them, revivify.
And I'd like to immediately follow that up with a cure wounds.
Okay.
Because I don't want to know what, like, I don't want him to be all shrivelly.
No, yeah, well, yeah, okay. So the luster restores to his face. He kind of fell over in the chair. Clangley can break the chains. He quickly grabs his canes and he kind of connects them together and he starts cranking them and you've seen them. One becomes a buster sword usually, and the other one's a sniper rifle. He seems to have made them into a Gatling gun now, and he just starts charging it. And Issa just is tearing apart this Hugo Greene clone.
A Gatling gun?
Yes.
Is there any way I can basically carry around this Gatling gun like a backpack while he fires it at people?
You can pick him up and carry him.
I was
you,
gonna.
yeah,
is
yeah.
that an option?
You are well strong enough. Not in his mech suit. He's not a terribly big man. Like you could absolutely you have what, like 18 or 20 strength?
I have 16. I actually have 14. Weirdly enough, because a lot of my abilities I substitute intelligence for strength with a lot of stuff.
Even with the 14, you can absolutely pick him up. He is like,
if he'll let me.
He is like, oh yeah, no, he'll be like, that's pretty rad, right? Like we're gonna be like a tank.
Yeah, no, basically this is a tank.
Like
I'm also qualified. A forklift plus a Gatling gun is essentially a
right.
tank.
That's a tank.
By the legal definition, I am already a tank. But this, I'm a forklift, a tank, and weirdly enough, a school bus. Don't remember getting that one. Don't remember why I have that certification.
You have a passenger capacity of approximately 32 people?
They were small. They were, goblins, children.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I had to get that certified as part of my cover story.
Okay.
Anyway, Isabel's not having this conversation.
No,
she's
tearing
screaming and ripping at ceramic with her teeth.
So the skin peels off. It's once again like he's got the stupid hair and he's got like fake muscles and stuff like that. Because it's a pretty spindly, like iRobot looking thing underneath all of that. Just thoroughly tearing at it, using your tools and your gun to just tear this body apart. You can see, Claire, that even though you shut down the core and the person, obviously, the thing he did where he like drained Rick, it's like still like kind of the energy has been unspent, so it's still kind of just like wrapped around him almost. Like he didn't get to because they went at the same time. He didn't get to like expend it.
Can I take it?
Give me an Arcana check.
I feel like we should give it back to Rick, but like I don't know how we would do that.
You systematically did the thing it took from him, which is all of his hit points. You've already restored that to him.
That's a natural 20.
Technically, Rick doesn't have a soul, everybody. That sucks, but that's true. Natural 20, yeah. You gain...
what now?
Yeah, he was born in a dread realm.
I guess he is from a
Technically, he doesn't have a soul.
He can grow one back, I'm sure.
I mean, that hasn't stopped characters grown in Dark Realms from having souls before.
Has it?
Literally an entire campaign I played as a character who is from Barovia.
Oh, right, yeah.
Vistani are different.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Also...
Okay, so sometimes your son doesn't have a soul. Who cares?
Also, yeah, systemically, not having a soul really doesn't super matter. He's still a good person. He will go to an afterlife.
We'll get him one later.
Yeah. Just sew one onto him. It's okay.
Well, it's the same way Clangley doesn't have a soul, technically.
Well, yeah. Well, we can get very metaphysical with all this.
What is a soul?
What is a soul? Is it just a personality?
Miserable
He has
pile
one
of
those?
secrets?
A little pile of miseries.
Technically, yes. There's other stuff in there, but you're not wrong.
That one felt too real, though.
Claire, you gain with that natural 20. Hold on, let me. Yeah, if I just search Rick, that's not going to do anything, Andy. I hit to search Rick here, or is it Freddy? He's Freddy. You gain 45 temporary hit points.
Holy shit!
Damn.
You absorbed an entire person.
He's level 6.
That's a lot.
And he's got a bunch of
I am
homebrew
a
bullshit.
wizard.
Yeah.
I will take that. That puts me over 100, baby.
You're the tank now.
Yeah, I
Congratulations.
was literally
helped
have to
us.
say, welcome to being the tank, Claire.
And we're back, baby!
That's like
Now you just need to do 76 damage in one turn, and we'll be good.
Well, we got a whole bunch of blank bodies you can destroy for fun.
Yeah.
Didn't we technically break that record and she got like 81?
I think, yeah, at one point, Navira did get it something crazy in the 80s.
I think she got 81.
Okay. With that, we will pick up again in 2 weeks for episode 34 of Gracefall. So let's do some outros and plugs. Dan, is there anything you'd like to say?
Hi there, my name's Dan. Do you know anyone who needs to hire an articling student in the Greater Toronto Area? If so, please call me. But also, like, I'm only half joking here. Job hunting sucks.
Yep.
I'm working at an Italian restaurant though on my weekends, so that's cool.
That sounds
I
nice.
get free food sometimes. By the way, little thing they don't tell you about restaurants. Everyone is kind of just like fucking around when you're not looking.
That's kind of every job.
Yeah. People are just kind of shooting the shit. You know.
It's only infuriating or bad if you're the one in the store who's working.
It's true.
Liz.
I'm the only person in the store who's working. It annoys me because I have to deal with all the customers then.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
Play games with your friends. Have
Yeah.
fun.
Hi there.
Mira.
I will plug public libraries again. This time with book recommendations, though. If you want to read some of the books that inspired Claire and the ideas behind her, I highly recommend The Original Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. The Butchering Art by historian Lindsay Fitzharris is about medical science in the 1850s and how that was revolutionized with this one surgeon named Robert Liston, who basically brought germ theory to surgery and saved a bunch of lives because of it. Fascinating read, not for the faint of heart, though. Just fair warning, there is some very gruesome depictions of surgery in that book, so just be careful. And then finally, I will recommend this just broadly to everyone, but I was inspired by its magic system, the Sufficiently Advanced Magic series by Andrew Rowe, which is an excellent book. He does world building so well. His characters are very, very lovable, has some excellent queer representation in it as well. If you can, I highly recommend the audiobooks. The performance done by the person who narrates the audiobooks is very good. And then anything written by Andrew Rowe is fantastic. But the way Andrew Rowe writes magic is almost like a coding system. It reminds me of a lot of coding. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, then I highly recommend checking it out. And you can find these books at your local library. And even if they don't have it, they might give you access to the ebooks. So look into it.
Or because local libraries tend to be a system, if they don't have it, they can order it from another library that does.
And Jay.
Hi, my poor girl's not okay right now. Oh,
It's a traumatic experience, for sure.
very much so. I think that was actually probably the worst thing Andy could have done to her.
Yeah. It was a very targeted action.
From me?
You monster.
I
No.
don't think that's true.
It's almost as crazy as Claire being secretive.
Hi, everybody. Good game. I don't think I have anything else to add. Be
Monster.
kind. Be a monster to your friends sometimes. And
With their consent.
With their consent. I was given all these knives I've stabbed people with.
It's true.
Yep.
This is why I didn't give Clangley a backstory.
We handed them to you handle first.
Not giving
Here's
you a
a real
backstory
good
doesn't work
place to
sometimes.
put that one. You can put it there.
Not filling out your backstory doesn't always work. Ask Gale.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Remember Gail's dad?
Oh,
That's it. Play games with your friends. It's real fun, and you can do things like 4 or 5 years in the making sometimes. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.